Guys, I made these sweatshirts. If you want to learn how I came up with the design and how I transferred them to these sweatshirts, stay tuned because I'll definitely show you how to do this. Get yourself your computer and go to your Canva. It can be the pro or the free version, but I would suggest the pro because you have more options. I have the pro account right now. So what you want to do is go to create design. You see it gives you all options available. What I did was to go like down where it says custom size. You can put the size if you have any idea of what you want the size to be, but I'll show you a shortcut. So click on more. Once you click on more, it's gonna give you different like design measurements or maybe options, as I may say. So what we're trying to do is t-shirts, right? So I'm gonna scroll back up where I'll find t-shirts. And you see the size in there, it says 14 by 18 inch. So that's what we're going to be working with. So basically just click on there and they're just going to pop up with this setup. I love this setup because it helps you see how your design is going to turn out. So you can switch it to men, women, kids, infant, and see how it looks on there. So what we're going to do now is start designing, and we want to go to Element. And we're mostly going to be working with graphics. On Element, it has videos, pictures, but we're using graphics, right? So whatever design you want, just go on that element, click on that search bar right there and type whatever thing you want. Scroll through the pictures and pick whatever design you like, right? So right now, pretty much I was trying to design like a Mickey Mouse, Castle House combination kind of thing, because I was planning to take my family to Florida and we're planning to go to Disney World. So what I was doing right now is just type castle. I was just going through the different options and just see if there's anything that catches my eye. So you can just play around with different words and look through the pictures and see what works for you. So I didn't find that, and when put like Mickey Mouse ears and things like that. So it came up with some different designs. I was just going to pick one and just show you how I would design it if I want to, and at the end of the day I'll show you how my design looked like. So if you find what you need, like the castle you need, just click on it. Once you click on it, it's gonna appear on the shirt, as you can, on the t-shirt. As you can see, I just clicked on that image. You see it's black, the same with the fabric, so it's difficult to see. So what I did is just hover up and just change the color to white, and it immediately changed that. It makes it easy for you to work with and see how it's going to look on your fabric. If you're working like with a color fabric or white, if let's say for example if this t-shirt was white, I'll leave that as dark as it was originally, but since this is dark, I'll switch it to white so I can see my design. So pretty much just resize it and make sure it stays in between those lines that you're seeing on the screen. Make sure it stays in between there, right? That way it gives you a centered picture of your design, if you understand what I mean. So once that is done, you can go on there, pick the image you want. I selected this, but it was not giving me castle vibe. It was giving like a regular house or a palace or something like that. So I just deleted that. I just took it off, went back to my element, searched different images, and just picked one that at least was similar to the castle, which was this one, for example. So what I did was to just resize it. You can zoom in, zoom out, and then you can centralize it, move it left, right. As you're moving, you'll see some lines pop up. It helps guide you on how to centralize your image, right? So basically that's what I was just doing, just resizing it, making sure it looks exactly as I wanted it to be. Yeah, self-explanatory right there. So yeah, that was what I was doing. Again, if you don't like the image, go on that element, pick whatever image. You can change it as many times as you want. You can move it, you can flip the image to mirror each other, anything. So once that was done, I just went ahead to upload. I went back to Element, sorry, and then I was looking for like a bow, if I'm not mistaken, because I was doing this sweatshirt for the girls, like myself, my mom, and my daughter, as well as for the boys, my husband and my two boys. So for the girls, I wanted it to stand out, so I wanted something like a bow to put on there, so I should like scream girly girly right? So basically I just clicked on the bow. It gives me like different Mickey Mouse design. I just picked one, just went on there, move it, structure it, zoom in, zoom out, make it fit the way you want to. So just enjoy the design for now, because that's pretty much it. You just go on your elements, search whatever image you want, bring click on it, it's going to appear on your fabric, resize it, zoom in, zoom out, and then that'll be it. So we're just adding in some extras like this firework effect. As you can see, I put one on that left side, and then I just duplicated it and moved it to the right side. As you can see, they were facing the same direction, so I had to mirror the other one so it could it could give a smooth look, right? So I just clicked on there and then went up and clicked flipped. I flipped it, and as you can see, that's our image. I just zoom out so you can see. You can do the back if you want to, but I just wanted to design the front. And this is how it looks on both men and women. This is how it looks on a kid's t-shirt. This is how it's going to look on an infant t-shirt. I'm really happy with the result on how it looks. So yeah, pretty much that was it, you know. Not bad at all. So you can do whatever design you like, anything, any color, but make sure if you're able to print it out, it's easy for you. So now that I'm done with my design, what I want to do is put like a black background on this. As you can see, the reason I was putting this black background was because I wanted it to pop up on the black on my black sweatshirt. So what you want to do, once everything is done, just go on and save it. Do not just, as you can see the setting, click PNG, click the printing the PNG version as recommended. That's it. Once that is done, leave the transparent background part. Don't click on that, because I tried clicking, and when I printed on my transfer fabric, no image was just showing on my material when I transferred that. So that's why I just left that background there, because it's very useful. I'm not going to use it for all the sweatshirts, because for the gray sweatshirt I made sure it was a different background color, but for the black I made sure it was this one, so that when I cut it out, you'll be able to see the image. I don't know if you really understand, but this is how it looks. And when I printed it out, this is how it came out. But remember, we have to cut it out to be able to transfer it onto our sweatshirts. So yeah, this is how it looks. As you can see, I did remove the background, right? The reason I removed the background was just to show you how it's going to look when I'll be transferring on my gray fabric. Still the same thing, download it in PNG format, and this is how it's going to look right there. You see, when I remove that background, everything is white. You're not seeing the ears, you're not seeing anything. So by the time you transfer that onto your fabric, there's pretty much nothing. You just have the bow hanging, the house. You'll not be seeing the ears, and it'll be difficult for you to cut it out. So that was the purpose for which I added that dark background on it initially. So yeah, I don't know. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer that for you. You know, sometimes having to do this and be talking at the same time can be difficult. So with the gray fabric, what I did was to change the image from white. No, this one was going on the black sweatshirt, so I changed it from the white to the black. As you can see, once that was done, I printed it out, and this is how it looks. So by the time I cut it out, you're still gonna see the ears, as opposed to the previous image where it was just white and you were not able to see the ears and things like that. So yeah, that's pretty much it with the design. And yeah, as I would say, that's pretty much all the design and saving. If you want, you can add a text to it. So what I did was to go on there, put like Disney Tree 2026, put whatever text you want, use any font of your choice, size it the way you want, but again, keep it within those lines that you see on the t-shirts, right? And if the image is too dark, you can just highlight it, go on to the color panels and change it, whether you want it white, red, blue. So I just want it to be white, right? Because again, I'm looking at how it looks on a white, on a black fabric. So I'm working, it helps guide me. So that's basically what I wrote on there. Disney World. You can write anything, happy holiday, whatever design you wanted. You can just put the writings, change the font to your liking, and voila, everything is set, everything is done, looking beautiful. Add whatever design you want, right? Be creative. be creative. But I just wanted to show you that everything is possible with Canva. This is the one I created for myself and the family. Moving on to the next step, we'll be transferring our image to our sweatshirts, and we'll be using the pen plus gear transfer sheet. This comes in 10 white transfer sheets and 5 dark fabric transfer sheets. I've used this in the past and this was what was left. I know I'll definitely be needing more down the road, but let's see how it goes. So pretty much it comes with there's a paper in there that has instruction on what to do, and this works on an inkjet printer, which is why I bought it, because I have an inkjet printer at home. So you have two type of sheets, the white transfer sheet paper and the dark one. So this blue, the one with the blue background, is for the dark fabric, and the one with the red background, as you can see, is for the white fabric. So just showing you so you know the difference, right? So whenever you're ready to print, we'll be using our dark fabric, because I'm working on a black color sweatshirt and a gray color sweatshirt. So I think I'm just going to be using the dark fabric transfer. So pretty much this is the instruction paper. Make sure you read them. The instructions are clear and easy to follow. And again, I'll be using this one with the blue background, and this is my inkjet printer. So make sure you know your printer. Test before you start using your transfer sheets. If not, you're going to waste them. To know which side faces up and which side faces down. So using my transfer sheet as I show you right now, if I'm printing at the bottom part of it, the blue will face up and the white part will be facing down. But if I'm printing on the top part of the printer as I'm showing you right now, the white part will be facing up and the writing will be facing down, right? So for this demonstration, we'll be using the bottom part of it. So wherever I will have the writing, as you can see right now, will be facing up. And I'll just launch the printing, and you're going to see how it comes on. So please test, okay? Test how it works, because printers are different. You don't want to waste your paper. It costs money. All right. So when everything is set now, we'll just go ahead and launch our image and let it start printing for us. So as you can see right now, just getting it and waiting for it to come out so we can transfer that to our fabric. So this is the first image that I printed. This one is going to go on the girls sweatshirt. You see the inside of the ears is dark, making it easy for me to be able to cut out, right? And then this is the second one that I'm printing just for demonstration purposes. This one will go for the boys. See the same setup. He has like the dark ears. This will go on the gray t-shirts. It will go on the gray t-shirt, so that by the time whenever I cut it, it'll be easy. And this one will go on the black t-shirt. That's why the background is dark, right? So it'll be easy for me to cut out. So I ended up purchasing this other brand because I was out of the dark transfer sheet. This one was also easy to use, but the sizing was a little bit different. But I would say it turned out good. The images were a little brighter than the pen gear one, but again, it worked out good. So everything is printed and ready. As you can see, all I had to do now was just to cut it out. You can cut it as close as possible to your image, but not too close. Make sure you have some room that you can peel off the back and then transfer it onto your sweatshirt. So right now I just cut the images. As you can see, it can be time consuming, but I enjoy the process. Mind you, we had to travel the next day and I was doing this the night before, but I enjoy every part of it. So what we're gonna do now is just get our sweatshirt ready. I got these sweatshirts from Walmart. They were like $9 or $10. So I got 3 for one for my daughter, 2 for the boys, and then the rest of us adults, we had the blacks because they did not have the gray color for adults. So I got black. And the sizing, what it says, it was 60%. Let me show you real quick. It says on there is 60% cotton and then 40% polyester. It worked out good, but if you have 100% cotton, that would be perfect. So this is how it looks. What I want to do now, make sure you use a flat surface, okay? Do not use an ironing board, but a flat surface. So this one really worked out good for me. If not, I would have just used the floor, but it worked out perfectly. I just centered the fabric and then just ironing, make sure I getting rid of the wrinkles before I start transferring my image onto the sweatshirt. So what I did now was to just take my image, separate the back from the front, and then trash the back and then use the front to put it on my fabric. Make sure it is centralized before you start putting heat on it, right? So yeah, that was pretty much it. I hope at this point is self explanatory. I'll just let you watch what I do, but one thing I want to tell you is that make sure you don't apply so much heat to it, because it's going to start giving you like an impression like the image is burned or something. So make sure you stick with the recommended timing that's on the paper found in the transfer sheet set, right? And whenever everything is set, you want to make sure you use this paper that comes with it to put it over and iron on it. If you do not have it, or maybe yours came, I don't know where you kept it, you can still use your parchment paper from your kitchen. That will work perfectly, right? It's just to prevent your image to have direct contact with the heat, so it doesn't like stick on it or anything like that. So just place that on there, use your iron, and just follow the directions. Like press, I cannot remember how long, I was not looking at the time, but I just put it on there for a decent amount of time. I think it's not past 1 minute or two, but yeah, just apply the heat. And when everything is done, you don't need to do too much. The paper is just going to lift up by itself, and then your image will be revealed, right? But make sure you get every corner of the image. Just press on there and voila, you know, the image is out. As you can see, it is already lifting. So I just pulled the paper and look at that. Look at that. It turned out so beautifully. This is why I had the middle part dark. If I was using this on my dark sweatshirt, mind you, you will not see this image. It will not be pretty, right? So I made it back dark on this one, so that on the gray t-shirts it's going to pop up more. And then the inside of those ears is going to be wide on the black sweatshirt, and that way it's going to pop up more, right? But this really looks good. So I'm going to let you just watch the rest. I've been talking for so long, but enjoy. This was the final product. I'm sorry I didn't take the pictures prior. This was already after we went for a trip and came back. If I remember, I did not take pictures. They really turned out good. And this is an image of it after the first wash. I don't know, the black was already bleeding into the white one. I don't know if I followed the right directions, but the guy was already tired. I just mixed everything and washed. We already used it, but I love the way it turned out. But again, always follow the washing instructions that comes in the packet, okay? But you see, the design is still intact, just the black bleeding into the white and all of that. But if you love this, please like, comment, share and subscribe, and I would love to do more of these DIY videos for you. These are some of the pictures while we were there. Enjoy, take care of yourself. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.